Hello and thank you for looking at my video. I am doing another video of one of my antique firearms. This one is about my 1892 Krag Jordan. And yes, it is a model 1892. I purchased this gun a long time ago from my fellow police officer. And if you look closely, you can see the year of 1894. U.S. Springfield Armory. It has a cartouche on the side, which under the right lighting conditions, you can actually read it. And it says 1895. I had spoken to Springfield Armory probably about 30 years ago now, and they wanted to see the gun. So I actually brought it to Springfield Armory in probably the 1980s, and they told me, according to their records, this gun was supposed to have been updated to the 1896, because the 1892s had weak stocks, specifically this area right here, and were breaking while being shot. Somehow, someway, this firearm missed getting updated and still has its original 1892 model stock. And yes, I had taken the butt plate off to see if there has to be a drill hole for a cleaning rod. Because some people were saying, oh, it's not really an 1892. Someone's faking it. And it does not have a drill hole there. This gun is in remarkably good condition. The bluing has been patina brown. I don't know what I would rate this in overall condition-wise, for sure, but I would say it's probably an 80% gun. Maybe more. I'm flipping it over now. It does have your typical marks on it. I've never fired the gun, and Springfield Armory recommended that I don't fire it due to the fact that it has its original stock. They said if it breaks, you're taking a very valuable gun and turning it into a cheap gun, because you'll have to replace the stock. Has the small side. It does not have a brass tip cleaning rod. It has a metal cleaning rod. If it had a brass tip, it would have been an even earlier model. I know a lot of you see the serial number in that. It's a 4-digit serial number, very early model. It takes a .30-40 caliber bullet and is loaded from the side gate, right here. You drop the rounds in and close the gate. It's a little easier to load than a Mauser, but it is definitely not the best way. It has a cutoff switch there, which allows you to stop using the ammunition in the magazine, and you can fire one at a time. I also have several bayonets for the Krag rifle and scabbards. This bayonet's got a little bit of rust and a little bit of pitting, but as you can see, it is an 1894 bayonet. It has not been altered, not been cleaned, not going to. It is a U.S. mark, but it's in pretty darn good condition. I also have the first model scabbard for it, as you can see in the picture, the belt loop. which was not a very good design and broke, and then they changed them to the later model. The scabbard is not in the best of conditions. It does swivel 360 degrees right there, but it is original, so that's to me is the important part. The second bayonet I have here, which is basically the same type of condition, but is at 1899. It's a typical condition bayonet for 100 and something years old, but I just so happen I have two of them. And this one also has the early model scabbard. I'm not 100% sure this is an original scabbard or just a very, very old repro. And that's my cat screaming in the background. There's nothing wrong with him. He just likes to scream for no reason at all. The bluing on this scabbard is just a little too bright blue. So it's either been refinished or it is a reproduction. I'm not sure. But I like it anyway. Also, which is not here in the picture, I have the original bandolier from 1898 of 30-40 Krag ammo, and it's in the canvas bandolier. That's put away someplace in the safe. I also have the textbook for this gun describing every inch of it. This was the first bolt-action rifle adopted by the United States government after using the Winchester rifles and Springfield trapdoors. And it only lasted in service for about 10 years, because then they switched to the 1903s, which is more of the German Mauser style. But they did extensive testing on this gun, and everybody I've spoke to who has fired these guns said the gun shoots beautifully, is extremely accurate, but for military purposes was not a very good design. So they did away with it. There's quite a few Krags out there. I think they stopped producing them in 1902, but I could be wrong. Please don't hold me to that. Ammunition is still available for this gun, and I have new ammunition for this gun because I intended on shooting it until I was told not to, because if the stock breaks, you're taking a valuable gun and making it cheap. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. The gun is not for sale, so don't even ask. Just wanted to share this video and save a little bit of history and share it with people who love looking at old antique firearms. Thank you for looking. Have a great day.